Oh, the sky is falling. The sky is falling. Oh, tell everybody the sky is falling.
That's what they say.
That's what they say. That's the second time we put this up.
Yeah.
You know, the little Chicken Little.
I know, but we know.
Who was our first Chicken Little?
Jamie Dimon.
The Jamie Dimon time when he was saying that was Bitcoin was 5, wasn't it?
It was 5, yeah.
Bitcoin was only 5,000.
And I think China at that time had
some food
took the people
FOMO or whatever they call it.
Exchange. They closed down the exchanges.
And FUD.
So,
What is that? FUD is fear, uncertainty, and doubt.
There you go.
FUD.
And so
a lot of FUD was out there.
And it will continue, but it's a new world. The cryptocurrency world is
highly volatile. You got to live in a volatile. It's kind of like the prehistoric days. You never knew when you never knew when a volcano would erupt, or that you get chased by a big old dinosaur. It's just we're back at primal living.
So it goes back to one of those lessons. Says, stick with your fundamentals. You got to understand how.
That's all my coach used to say: is stick with your fundamentals. So if you're not into Bitcoin, or you just got into it or whatever, and you're watching this show, what we're talking about is the last couple days, Bitcoin looked like it was crashing, and all the naysayers.
Yeah.
We told you it was in a bubble.
Told you. We wanted to be in a bubble.
Oh, yeah. So now today is Saturday, a couple days before Christmas. Merry Christmas, everybody.
Everybody, yeah.
And we're all still here. The sky did not fall. Excuse me. The sky did not fall.
Right.
Bitcoin is making a comeback to what it lost, but we want to analyze this a little bit today.
Bitcoin is Bitcoin.
And if I think one of the first guys I saw out here on the internet the day it was starting to crash, and this was my first experience of it crashing, or looking like a crash. Let's call it that. It's really a correction.
That's all it is.
But when I started seeking out some of the people I respect on the internet and see what they had to say, you know, some of the YouTubers that I follow, those were YouTubers, and it's an open forum.
That's a great place, though, to
learn.
To learn about Bitcoin and the patterns of Bitcoin and the patterns.
Weren't you just saying a guy wanted to ask you a lot about Bitcoin? And what was your first
thing I told him? And go to YouTube and type in, what is Bitcoin?
That's a 101 thing you need to do.
And that's where you can go to college for Bitcoin. Is you go to YouTube and you can find anything that you need to find about Bitcoin, and you can see it 24/7. All kind of information. You can become
the market goes 24/7.
It's 24/7. Everything you need to know about Bitcoin and cryptocurrency and altcoins and blockchain, all that information is free.
And on the
all
internet.
You need to do is take some of your time.
Use your head. There's a lot of stupidness out there too, a lot of craziness, and we'll go into that a little bit too today.
Yeah.
But you know where I'm going with that.
Right.
But anyway, we'll bring that up here a little bit. That's a little tease. But you got to use your own head. You've got to take, like I said, we're back at the primal days. The primal days of where you have to take care of yourself. The government's not going to take care of you. You're your own bank, so you got to have your own security. You got to be smart enough not to have your, sloppy, agape, wide open, wallets and everything. We're going to go into that today. Yeah. This is a little wallet that you can put into your computer. It's a Nano Ledger, and Ledger Nano S is what it is. And it's got a way for you to put your crypto keys in here and currencies in here, and nobody can get them because it's going to be unplugged from the computer. It's going to be unplugged. So it's here. It's not out there. These are things you have to learn.
Yeah.
And be responsible for. Nobody. The government's not helping you. You've got to help yourself. That's right.
You've got to become self-sufficient.
Who was it? Reagan. Didn't he say the worst 9 words are, I'm here from the government, I'm here to help. I'm from the government, I'm here to help you.
I'm here to help you. Don't trust them. Don't trust them. They want your pocket.
Some of them mean well, but they want your pocket.
They want your pocket.
But getting back to where I went to Ivan the Tech. Or
Gotcha.
I think, isn't that what they call him?
Ivan the Tech.
Yeah. And he's a programmer. He's a Norwegian guy. A very likable young man. And, you know, after you subscribe to this channel, which we need some more subscribers, folks. We'll just be honest with you.
All.
We were having fun, and we'll do these anyway, but we'd love for you to get notifications.
Yeah, be part of it.
Subscribe to us, but subscribe to Ivan. He's a Norwegian young fella, just a likable young guy, and he's a programmer. And I wanted to see what he had to say. And you know what? He said, settle down. He's been in it a while. He said, it's normal for a 30% change and drop in the Bitcoin.
In Bitcoin.
If you've been in it any length of time, you've seen this.
Seen it do it.
You know, you and I have been in it since April of this year.
Yeah.
It's 2017. And I had seen the FOMO or the FUD happen from the Jamie Dimon when things were going up.
Right.
There's a bubble. There's a bubble.
Watch out.
But I had not seen the actual correction in the market. I hadn't experienced one, neither did you. So this was something we wanted to look at. I watched Ivan's show, and Ivan had first put one out just like that, and he said, this is not to get worried about.
Stay the course.
Stay the course. And but, you know, I was concerned, and I wanted to learn. I stayed up till 2:30 in the morning, and it was kind of fun, to be honest with you. I had one feed coming in from YouTube that had some techno music, and I was rocking with it. And so that was coming through my headphone. My wife was asleep. I'm on my computer. And then I had another chart that was these guys talking. There was about 8 or so talking about, you know, they would leave the room and come into the room. It was a chat room on YouTube, and they were watching. One guy says, go long, go long. And the other said, yeah, I did that last time. I lost my A, you know. and it was fun listening to these seasoned
actual
guys that trade in it all the time.
Trading.
They're making money when it's going down. They're making money when it's going up. They get into it, and they understand and feel how the market's moving. So they were a little worried themselves. I mean, they were sweating bullets.
Right.
But anyway, I had a lot of fun watching it up and down, and I'd look at my portfolio, and I'd look at the CoinMarketCap, and I'd refresh it to see if it's going up and down. I mean, we entered a period where it almost hit
10.
19.
I mean,
when up before it went down.
And that's the thing about it.
I mean,
Jared,
it lost half the value almost.
Yeah.
In a week's time, because in some exchanges it did hit the 20 mark, and overseas it hit the 20 mark.
In Zimbabwe, man, they hit over 20,000 a long time ago.
Long time ago for a Bitcoin.
But see, that's
understanding the market.
That's understanding Bitcoin. It is like John McAfee said. He says there's never been anything like Bitcoin. It just hasn't, and that's why. Well, you're getting 1,000% return. And that's why you got Wall Street leaving Wall Street to come into the cryptocurrency market.
If you do a little research, you'll find that out.
That's what they're doing. I said the big guns are starting to get in. That's why you're starting to see all this, because we've seen $20 billion be pulled out of Bitcoin. Now, you know that
the
was
market
an average
cap,
Joe.
right? The entire market cap before this correction this last couple of days, it was at $658 billion,
which is still a minute amount.
And this morning it was like what?
5, I think. About
no, is it 4? I think this
4?
Morning, maybe, or last night. I'm not exactly sure.
So who pulled out? Who could pull out that kind of money, other than some big guns?
Yeah. Okay.
Who has that kind of money?
Let's look at what it is right now. Let's. It's 587. You see here the entire market cap. Yeah, it's almost back to the 600 and some.
So what they did, they pulled out that money for profit.
Yeah.
Because they got great returns.
See, they call them whales.
Yeah.
If you hadn't heard that, they call them whales. They got a lot of Bitcoin. They got a lot of money. To play around in the cryptocurrency market's no big deal. I think we explained this before that, you know, I was looking on, I've gotten interested in even what the stock market's doing. So I was looking at Amazon. And they had, this was a few weeks back, they had a market cap of, I think it was 588 billion.
Amazon. Market cap. That's what the company's worth.
Yeah. And that was back when we had a 288 or 290 market cap
for
to
cryptocurrencies
or Bitcoin or something.
Right.
You know, the market cap for Bitcoin
Bitcoin
now
is almost 255 billion.
Yeah, 255 billion.
Right.
You know, it just gives you the one stock in the
But look
stock
at this, Gary.
market is our big dog in the cryptocurrencies is Bitcoin. And if you don't know, there's a lot of other coins out there. And we'll talk about that in a little bit too. But so this is not an unusual thing. Let's go to the chart.
But hold on.
Oh,
This one point. But think if you could make 15 or 20% on 20 billion, would you take it?
Oh man.
There you go.
Are you kidding me?
And that's what they're saying. They say in a day we can make 15, 20, 35%.
So they put their money in,
and they took it out.
And they took it out, and a lot of people panicked. The sky's falling, the sky's falling, and people started putting it back into USD or yen.
But the same thing would have happened on Wall Street if you had
Wall Street would have been down.
Well, that's what I'm saying. But
Wall Street would have been flat on the ground.
They'd have panicked.
With this kind of a deal, they would have panicked. Everyone, the whole country would have went into recession.
There you go.
And in a few weeks from now, you'd be busting into your cabinet to buy food.
Here's why. Part of the reason is because Wall Street market cap is bigger.
Trillions.
Most people.
It's trillions.
It's trillions. So most people's 401ks are in Wall Street, and that's fine.
And they got their hopes and dreams.
Your whole life, your whole retirement's in there. So when you hear something like that, and you got television stations that are strictly Wall Street.
Oh, they're bought and sold by it.
They do it 24 hours a day. So for something like this to happen in cryptocurrency, most people didn't even know about it.
No, a lot of people didn't.
Most people didn't know about it.
Client just texted me and said, hey, it went down.
Put down to what? Most people don't even know.
Yeah.
So that's what telling you what they did. They made a lot of money.
They made a lot of money. Let's take a look at, you and I drew up some charts here earlier. And let me see if I can find them. I was going to go, well, I guess I went to this first. Well, not that one. That's a chart. Maybe it's this one. Yeah, this is the one.
There you go.
Okay, this chart here, folks, this kind of shows you the history of when we got into it, Marvin, back in April this year. And this is how the market had been going. You see that red line is kind of the trajectory. It looks like about 15% degree angle there. Yeah, looks like that. Well, back here between September and October, looks like a bunch of people bought in. This might be where Wall Street bought in. Who knows? And then it goes up here. See the trajectory change. See how this up and down, of course, it up and down. But it went, and if you averaged it, it would probably be a line like that. Okay? So, and then here in December, I was at my brother's and we were driving. This is the story I told about. I was driving to Florida and I had my Bitcoin. I was buying hotels and motels and stuff with it using this credit card I have. Right. The Shift card. I think I showed the Shift card. Maybe I even said in that last show, if you look at the last video we had an opportunity to do, I was going to use it. And I got to tell a story because I said I would. I put $900 in that Bitcoin card, the Shift card you get through CoinBase. I started to use it. I think I called you when I was on the trip. And as I was buying hotels, gasoline, and meals, it cost me $3 to transfer it in there.
Got you. $3.
Okay. Coinbase account had $3 to put the 900 in there. So I had $898 or $97. But as I was spending it, the Bitcoin was going up. That was right in here. It was going up like crazy on that drive, okay? And when I got to my brother's house in Florida, it was $975. And I'd spent $300.
See, that's crazy,
$300, man. So anyway, it then took and shifted in third gear.
It just went to
So we were in first gear, second gear, and it took off.
Went to the moon.
So boom, there you go. It just went to the moon. It got close to this, and in some exchanges. This is a Coinbase. Close. This is the Coinbase. And this is Daily FX. You can look it up on the internet. You can get a daily live feed like this. But I just took a picture of it this morning. So what happens?
Goes almost to 19, almost.
Boom. Yeah, 20, it almost goes. And then
20,000.
Yeah, at 20,000. And then here's what everybody called the crash. Okay. But as you see, we put these green arrows up, folks, and these green arrows are if it just
kept the course.
If it kept the course of what we'd call an organic growth.
Yep.
Without any manipulation, maybe. This, I think, was
manipulated. Part of that is futures. It added to the futures. So
the futures market came in that Sunday on the way back. They dumped. They went into it. And so some of this happened because of that, I think. We don't know only God knows exactly what adjusted it, to the detail. But we can get kind of an idea just by using our head. And then, so this green trajectory, it would have put us over $8,000 for Bitcoin if it would have stayed on this deal here. And that's why a lot of us said, by Christmas, it could be 10,000. Remember, we even said it on this show. By Christmas, it could be 10,000. But that was back here when we were on this trajectory. Then we said, I think it's going to easily hit 10,000 when it was here, because it was almost there. Then it was over 10,000, and it went nuts, and then it came down. But what it came down to is this trajectory here.
About 14, 13.
It's up here now, 15 today.
See?
The CoinMarketCap's got it at 15,224. So it's made its correction, but no one's lost any money unless you bought up here like a crazy man.
Yeah, you're not supposed to do that anyway.
Well, but I got to admit, I bought this in the end of a novice.
But that's where the new people, that was also where a lot of new people were hearing about Bitcoin.
And they bought in.
And they bought in because somebody told them, whether they were sitting around Thanksgiving table or something like that. They said, Bitcoin, man, I'm doing this with Bitcoin.
But see, they don't even understand there's other coins.
Oh, man, it's 1,000. There's over 1,300 of them.
Yeah.
But it's Bitcoin is what people hear. And so everybody was trying to buy Bitcoin. So, yeah, it went to the moon.
It went to the moon.
It went to the moon.
Went to the moon, and that's just what happens. Where's that?
It's not over yet.
Oh, no. It's not over.
It's not over yet.
Did I...
Because I know
you're getting one. There's my image two.
Yeah, I know you getting calls and I'm getting calls. Man, I want to get involved in some Bitcoin. I want to do this. I want to do that.
So here's breaking it down a little bit closer. This is the same trajectories except with the first, 20% angle. This is looking like about almost a 25% angle, maybe. Maybe it's a 22%. I don't know what it is, but anyway, it's an angle you can see, and then it jumped up. Now this is looking at a little closer. And just the last few
this is days. Average Joe analysis now.
We're not, first of all, we're not advisors. We're having fun with this.
That's right.
We hope you're having fun with it. And you know where the start is? Go get you a video and watch it on what is Bitcoin. And then get you a CoinBase account.
Yes.
And, this thing's growing faster than people are adopting it.
That's
the key. They're not adopting it fast enough because... I don't know. They're asleep at the wheel or something. But when you see this kind of growth, almost 20,000.
It goes back to what we're talking about, what Bitcoin is. And in America, Bitcoin is not it's a phenomenon to those who are involved. But you remember what we talked about this before. Over 2 billion people in this world have never done a financial transaction. And who's driving Bitcoin? It's not Americans.
Oh, it's on the other side of the world.
It's on the other side of the world.
Yeah.
Because they don't have access to banks and doing transactions.
And currency.
So they are jumping on the boat. They're trying to get.
And the more controlled the government is over there, whether it be China or whatever, and the more taxes they have to pay, the more they want Bitcoin because they can maybe come in under the radar.
Well, that's not a free market. Those countries aren't free markets.
And they want free markets.
They want free markets.
And this is a free market for them to operate in.
So in one sense, we say, Bitcoin. And it's just, whatever. Because you're still using your check card. You're still doing your credit card. You still walk down the street and go to a bank.
A lot of people don't get it because, we already do electronic
We already do it. Because
we already got electronic.
So familiarity breeds contempt. You say, man, it's just...
And you say, hey, I got digital currency. Well, big deal. I'm using digital currency now. I hadn't wrote a check in weeks, months, years. I don't write checks. I do everything on the internet. So I already got digital currency. So they look at you like, well, big deal. Big deal. Who cares?
But you go to a foreign country, like some countries where they don't have.
Oh, they don't even have a bank nearby.
A bank is not even nearby.
You got to take you a week to get into town.
You don't even have a car. You're not even on a road.
Yeah.
And so they, you know, but they have access to a phone. You know, some countries, man, their phone is their computer, is their phone, is their television, is everything. They do everything through their phone.
Hey, there's some other crazy things too.
You know?
There's some other crazy things that we teased earlier that we want to tell you about how this is being adopted. You know, there's all kinds of applications out. Should I tell this?
Go and talk to me about it.
Okay,
'Cause
it's the crypto kitty craze that's going on out there. Crypto kitties are. This is so dumb. We're trying to be somewhat sophisticated in this show of understanding the philosophy and the concept.
But you never know what turns people on when it comes
I was looking around, Marvin, on the internet, and I saw some guy, and he's a serious guy about, he's a trader and all that. And he says, I just came across the most stupid thing that'll probably change the internet
for cause people to adopt
Bitcoin, Ether, and blockchain technology, and it's called a crypto kitty. I'm going to try to find it over here. Marvin, if you start talking about what's on your mind, I'll find it, and then we'll put it up. It's hilarious.
Well, it's just kind of more of the same, that Bitcoin is here to stay. It's gonna be a life-changing event for a lot of people. If you join in, there's going to be millionaires made overnight. Well, for some people, it's going to be overnight. For others, it's going to be within months. And it's just a fascinating time to be involved with Bitcoin. You can't watch this one on the sideline. Actually, I don't want to be a fan of Bitcoin. I want to be playing.
I want to be in the game.
I want to be. Yeah, I want to be in the game.
I want to be in the game.
I don't want to just wear the T-shirt and jumping in the state. No. Yep. I want to be involved.
Well, I found the Crypto Kitty deal.
Wow.
Now, before we go into it, the Crypto Kitty's a game. Just like people, save ball cards, Mickey Mantles and whatever, or the Beanie Babies.
Right.
It's a collectible thing. Okay.
Yeah.
But it's an online collectible, and it has a value to it in the sense that the little kitties can be bred and have more kitties and produce kitties of certain values that have, one's cuter than the other,
a certain look,
faster than the other, and all these attributes, DNA attributes that you might say that these kitties have. When these two kittens sire together or breed, then you get another kitty, and it takes the best attributes or some of those two, and now you have and it costs to buy a kitty. Okay, you got to buy it, but you got to buy it. It costs to breed them. It costs, and you can't buy them with U.S. dollars. You can't buy them with anything but Ether, which is another Ethereum coin. It's the Ethereum coin,
right?
And the little phone app where you go on and you get the app, and then you go and buy it. You use Ether to buy it. So you get the coin, you buy, or you get the kitty, you buy them, then you get another kitty, and you get a whole little slew of kitties on your particular Facebook page kind of thing. It's a kitty page with all your kitties in it. Then you can put these kitties up for sale, and other people buy them. Now you think, what are these two guys even talking about? We have like a bunch of, wait till you see the graphics. You'll think we're a bunch of fairies. But I'll just show it to you. This is a crypto kitty, folks. That is a crypto kitty.
So you got to go to CoinBase
first
to buy Bitcoin or Ethereum to participate in crypto kitties, making the crypto kitty.
That's right.
So now
you got to collect and breed digital cats.
Yeah. So now you're involved.
Now you're involved in the
cryptocurrency world,
and you're trading things by their value.
Yeah.
Because just like cryptocurrencies. Your cryptocurrencies, when you find one you want to buy, you have to see what its pedigree is.
There you go.
You got to find out who the team is behind that cryptocurrency. You got to find out if it's got value based upon its DNA.
Well, this is creating value, which at one point didn't have any. So now you got people buying into this.
This is the crypto kitties. Now see now this is just crazy.
Just unbelievable.
You see this? They'll learn how to figure things. Yeah, for sale. This is the Satoshis. Amount of Satoshis. Yeah, that's the amount of Satoshis of Ethereum that you have to. And these people have bred these little kittens, and you can sire. These are cats that you can sire. It'll use,
so
in other words,
these are the male cats.
Oh my gosh! Look at this cat. He's
got chicken on. Is
he
that
got
look
wings.
like a chicken?
That
man.
is, he can fly. He's got
a chicken cat.
A chicken cat. So
man,
and there's now just the fact that they got all. And you see that Ethereum thing that
you saw that
spun around there. This is a application that is going to catch the imagination of some. Now we're not saying that you should go out and be a person who does this.
Right.
I mean, I'm not going to buy no CryptoKitties, but there's some little girls, little boys, and then some grown-ups who are little boys and little girls who enjoy that. It's like gaming. I'm not against gaming. I play games, the video games with my grandson and stuff. It's just not for me.
Right.
I mean, Halo's fun, but it's not like my life, And I'm sure the CryptoKitty craze will be just like the Beanie Babies when we used to get them for our little girls, and they wanted a whole bunch of Beanie Babies. And
right,
it's a collectible, and it's cutesy. Well, there'll be some folks that jump on this bandwagon and get into cryptocurrency and that have never gone into cryptocurrency.
But not only that,
but they'll learn something.
That also means that the Ethereum network is being worked so
harder than ever because it'll be a spike in business.
So they're going to have to
gear up
themselves. So this is going to make them get better too at what they do. Because I'm looking at it right now. It says over 22,223 kitties.
Oh, that's up from the other day when I first looked at it.
Yeah, so it's already trending, if you want to call it that.
Yeah, it's going to be trending.
So it's going to cause the Ethereum network to be pushed to a new dimension.
Yeah.
It's going to force them to.
It's a silly little thing. Yeah. I mean, they only bring it up because the thing that only is holding back this going parabolic more than it just did,
is usage.
Is
adoptivity.
Yeah.
Who's going to adopt it?
So we got to get more people understanding there's a different way to look at money than the greenbacks and our central banks. There is a currency that's peer-to-peer, and it's revolutionary. And it's not just money that's revolutionary. Right. There's ideas and
all that can come through, and it's what's called financial technology. It's just that's how Google got started.
Yeah,
it's how Facebook got started because it came out of nowhere. It came out of nowhere, but it came through the internet, and this is
kind of like 2.0.
This is 2.0.
The internet 2.0.
So now you're starting to see new industries. This is going to cause people to get involved in blockchain that are not involved in blockchain. All that is coming.
Yep.
And it's going to increase.
CryptoKitties and all.
CryptoKitties is just one. I'm sure there's going to be others.
Oh, there'll be another application.
Applications coming out.
It's funny that these people are going to make a S-load
They're going to make a ton of money.
They're going to make a ton of money, kind of like a pet
just
rock.
Like a pet rock, man.
Who would have thought anybody could have made money on it? There was people who made $1 million on that pet rock. Easy.
Multi-millions.
Multi-millions on a pet rock. You
Almost
get a little box, you give it for Christmas.
Set it on your desk, whatever.
If you're young, you don't remember the pet rock, but I remember the stupid thing. You have it on your desk. Somebody, what is that?
It's my pet rock.
That's my pet rock.
Everybody accepted
it. That's a dumb question.
I know.
That's a dumb question. That's my pet rock.
Everybody accepted that pet rock you had.
And then you got into a conversation about your own dog, which cost you too much because you just took it to the vet, and
no issue.
But I'm going with pet rocks because there's no maintenance.
Oh man, it's that's what's going on. And when we say that's the new world that we're in, that's innovation of the blockchain, Bitcoin, cryptocurrency world. It's going to be people going to become multi-millionaires.
Well, just the guys that are created this app. One of those cats, Marvin, went for $117,000.
Oh, come on, really?
No. Person bought a $117,000 cat. The average cat cost is about $29. The average one you buy off the shelf, but when you start breeding them and they get these certain, pedigrees to them, people are buying them for more. Ooh, I got that. I want that. I don't want that person to have that. I want that.
Perceived value.
It's perceived value.
And that was, remember we said Bitcoin and the cryptocurrency is holding value. Everybody has a different concept of what they want to put value in.
And the reason Bitcoin is, and everybody... It started at 10 cents. I mean, it started at less than that, pennies. Remember the story of the pizza? If you hadn't heard it, it's a pizza that went for 100,000 pennies or something.
Yeah.
It was I forget what the story exactly is, but you can look it up. Bitcoin millionaires made from pizza. Right. So, and I think the guy got rid of his Bitcoins early on.
Yeah, he threw
and
him
he's
away.
sorry he did.
Put him in a dump somewhere. He tried to find him.
He tried to find him in the dump.
He didn't find him.
Because we thought it was a fad.
Yeah, he didn't
he
find
called
it.
it a fad.
I think it was like 32 million, man.
He threw away.
He threw away.
So, you know, you can laugh at this. You can think it's not real, but it's here to stay.
It's here to stay, man.
And people like these cryptocurrencies. They like the technology behind it. They like the fact it's peer-to-peer. There's a whole lot of things people like about it that
they're learning to like.
And they're learning. Well, and things like the CryptoCurrency, and there'll be some other. I'm sure
there'll
be some gaming apps. They'll have
competitions
competitions on a gaming app.
Sure will.
And you'll play a guy from overseas somewhere, and you'll play a Halo-style game on your phone, and you'll win.
And get paid right then.
They'll pay you then in
Boom.
Ether or
Whatever
Bitcoin or something, and it'll be fun, and it'll be like a reward for winning. And so there'll be another application. So this application is going big already. People that invented this are getting a piece of every one of those transactions. And if people, what did you say it had?
22,223 kitties. I don't know when this came out.
Well,
this is kind of new to me, but that already tells you that it's already trending. And I guess that's a new word on it. And each one of these cats show the amount that they'll be bought for. So it's here. As silly as it is, but somebody's doing it, and they're being
Look at
sold.
These stupid little things.
They're being sold.
The
people are buying them. Cat lovers are going to jump all over this.
I can see the next one coming out by next week. It'll be, you know, crypto puppies.
And then you might get somebody who's a so-called
dog lover,
novelist, or not necessarily an entertainer. Somebody that's, you know, people kind of go after, and he said, I created this cat, and it's, you know, thus and so, and then they're gonna have a name for the cat. You know what I'm saying? They have a name for it. These kitties gonna have a name.
10 pages of these kitties. Look at the little Ethereum thing. Each one of them is different. They're like snowflakes. I can just hear these.
Do it for your children. I see you get your kid.
Yeah, get them one for Christmas. What do you get when you got more money? You know what to do with.
That's what happens,
right? You're going to get them a crypto kitty, right?
Kids get involved with this and say, "I want to create a." No, there. Oh man, the sky's the limit. Somebody's going to get rich off of this crypto kitty.
They will.
Look at it. This one, man. It says now, Gary. What's that? 394,000. I don't know what we're looking at now.
349,000 kitties are out there being created. Now here's some cheap ones. 0.0179 Satoshi. Okay. You'd like
this.
Just, I'm sure everybody wants to see what we're talking about here. Okay, so you got this one. Here's a kitty. Gen 8.
Snappy.
See, all of these. I wish I knew more about this website, because then I could.
Yeah, it's new to us. We kind of stumbled up on this too.
So, what are CryptoKitties? CryptoKitties is a game centered around breedable, collectible, and oh so adorable creatures. Are you kidding me? We call CryptoKitties. Each cat is one of a kind and 100% owned by you. It cannot be replicated, taken away, or destroyed.
That's that blockchain.
Sounds like a cryptocurrency.
Sounds like the blockchain work.
Yeah, it sure does. And then, you know, there's your marketplace. I could sign in, I guess, and get something, but
so they can't be duplicated. So you can't be fraudulent on it.
No, you can't. It's on the blockchain.
It's on the
blockchain. It's a mutable ledger.
There you go.
It'll be on the immutable ledger. So there you go.
So no counterfeiting. So
don't you sell me a counterfeit kitty.
You can't. So go ahead and create you some cats.
It's like a snowflake. It's only one of a kind. I can hear these. I can hear these
That's
people.
what they're gonna use. It's working, Gary. It's not. It's already working.
I hear these people.
It's already working.
No, that's not counterfeit.
That's
my
kitty.
That's
my cat.
That one's called. They got names.
They got
for
Snappy.
Snappy, fast. You know, that's their generation. Oh my Lord, it's funny.
Somebody's making money though.
That's right.
That's the bottom line. Somebody's going to be rich.
And you know what's more important to all of us, though?
What's that?
Is people are adopting the concept of individual, immutable ledgers.
Oh, gosh.
That kitten that they're creating, they don't understand what they're creating. They're beginning to understand the concept of peer-to-peer transactions.
You'll
right?
love it. You'll love it.
You know, because with this thing, you don't have to go through the CryptoKitty thing. You can just send that CryptoKitty between you and me. Now, if you want to put it up there on the market, you just you can use the CryptoKitty platform, which is a client-server based platform. That's what we're looking at on the internet. But I don't need to put it up there. If I know you and you have a kitty and I have a kitty, we'll send that kitty back and forth, just
Gary,
like money back and forth.
But people do it now, man. It just depends on what arena that you live. You know, all cars are not sold at a dealership. You got them done privately. I mean,
you can have a private sale.
Man, you can have a private sale. There's some cars, man.
So the concept is there.
Air.
The concept is there, but people just haven't adopted it.
Right, man.
So this is what I'm saying about this. As silly as it is, funny as it is, it's going to help people adopt this concept of digital currencies.
The digital currency world, man, it's exchanging value at what people perceive to be valuable. That's all it is. That's all it is, man. It's perceived value,
you know,
man.
I enjoy this so much, and this even makes it funnier and fun. But folks, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, and you haven't gotten any Bitcoin or any cryptocurrencies, you really need to. You need to subscribe to the channel. We'll bring you more things like cryptocurrency. We said we'd talk about this today, but we're running out of time. This is the Nano Ledger. Or Ledger Nano S or what the heck it is, but it's a wallet. This is a technology
hard wallet.
A hard wallet. You've got to do this. You've got to put your cryptocurrency offline and into a hard wallet.
A secure place, a more secure place.
You know, it's not like you got to hear it all from us. You can look that up on the internet. The other thing that we wanted to talk about too today, we talked about the charts, and we talked about this is not a bubble.
It's not a bubble.
It is a correction.
That's right.
And we're still on course.
We're still on course to do $500,000. We're still on course
for $500,000 in Bitcoin.
Bitcoin.
50,000 next year, probably.
Yep.
Easily.
More adoption.
So don't feel funny about buying it for 15,000. You know, you don't have to buy a full coin for 15. You can buy, a coin for. A piece of a coin. You can buy a 0.1 of a coin.
Yeah, fraction. That's the great thing
about $1,500.
Yeah, it's the great thing about Bitcoin is that anybody can purchase Bitcoin at the level that they're comfortable at.
All right. When we were getting into it, I bought a 0.10 of a Bitcoin when we first get in back in April, and it was about a little over $100.
Yeah.
It was almost $150. So now it's $15,000.
There you go. So it's now $1,500.
That's right. So it's $1,500 for that 0.1. So it's 15 times
already in a year.
In less than a year.
In less than a year.
Since April, probably 2/3.
You got to do the numbers, man. It's just you can't get that on Wall Street.
No, and some of these other cryptocurrencies, we're going to stay here later today, and we're going to get some.
Oh, yeah.
You and I are.
Absolutely.
We're going to buy some, trade our money around a little bit, and get hold of, because some of these coins.
The altcoins, I know nobody talks about them.
Nobody talks about them. I'm not going to show you my portfolio. I'm not that stupid, but but and it's not important. But what I want to talk to you about is, I bought one coin. I bought 10,000 of them, and they're only 2 cents, and that sucker has gone up 1,463%, even after this big correction.
We said this too. Now, which one is going to double faster? Bitcoin or an altcoin?
An altcoin.
An altcoin is going to double faster.
Folks, this is the key. You can really increase your wealth by getting to know what this is all about. You just have to open up your mind. If you're serious, if you're stuck, keep watching this show, because subscribe to it, tell your friends about it, enlarge your territory of your mind. Enlarge your horizons. God didn't put us on this earth to be just poor and downtrodden.
Never been his plan.
He put us on this earth to prosper and to share our prosperity, and that's why we're doing this show. We want to share our prosperity and increase your self to the point where you can not only be blessed. Everybody, oh man, I'm blessed. I'm blessed. Well, the reason you're blessed is not just so you can spend it all on yourself. It's so you can be a blessing. You can take what you have and you can share it, develop something, create a job for folks.
Someone else.
Yeah, you can, you know, it's to be a blessing. It's to, you know, everybody will have hard times, whether they're rich or not. And when they're in a situation, money can make a big change sometimes. In
money sometimes is the only answer.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, no, you just
money's
need
not
money.
the most
That's
important thing.
Yeah.
It's it's 3 or 4 down the list.
There you
know?
go.
There's some things that are more important, way more important.
But you can't do much without it.
But you can't
not
do
for
much.
long.
No, you can't do much without it.
Don't
So
deceive yourself.
we're encouraging you folks, get to know what this cryptocurrency. We're such on the beginning of this. You can actually change your entire financial future, not only for your life but generations to come.
It's an opportunity to leave an inheritance. It's an opportunity to change a family tree.
Yeah.
And it's a passive income, and that's all your 401k is. It's passive income. You're earning money without working for it. And it's not wrong with that.
It's the smart money.
That's the smart money. That's how you
that's
become
what you've
wealthy.
been saying.
Yeah, this is, and we said over again, this is not the time to go to put your head under the sand
and listen to the Jamie Dimons of the
you
world.
can't
Listen to
him,
Wall Street.
because he's got his money.
Well, see, that's the old.
Yeah,
that's the old
his
economy.
old man. This is new, and there's
It's a new
nothing
economy.
like it before. You probably never see this again in our lifetime. I know.
I say there's only a very short window where you get into this now and learn it and be able to prosper from it in the kind of way. 10 years from now, I don't think you'll have the same kind of returns.
No, you won't, because it'll been adopted more.
It won't be as volatile.
The interest into it won't be as easy as it is now.
No, it'll be so regulated.
It's going to cost you more. It's going to cost you more to do this 2 or 3 years from now, because the demand for it is going to be higher.
Yeah.
So
when the tipping point happens, and we've got 10% of the population jumping on,
it's all over.
It's all over.
It's all over.
It's only 2 or 3% now.
Yeah. All of the other altcoins will be like a Bitcoin. And in other words, you got the perception is that, man, I got to pay almost $18,000 to get a Bitcoin. That's how people see Bitcoin when they first hear about it. I got 18,000.
Oh, I can't do that. I can't afford that.
I can't do it.
I need a new car.
I can't do it.
I can't do that.
And then he says, no. Did you know you could go in with $10? That's how cheap. It's how cheap it is to do it right now, and you just go at it. You got to go at it, man. And there are other coins that you could buy for $10, 100%.
Well, like that one coin I bought 10,000 of, it only cost me $250.
Oh man, Ripple.
And then it's gone up.
It's gone up to 100.
14. Yeah.
It's 100.
So that Ripple.
Yeah.
You bought that Ripple. I was here when you bought that. Yeah. When did you buy that?
Oh man, that was, I don't know, maybe 3.
And what's Ripple running right now?
It's at
Ripple's number 4 at $1.18. You bought it for almost a little over 18 cents.
Yeah.
20 cents.
Yeah.
It's went up $1.
That's 1,000.
Yeah.
You're not gonna get that in your savings account.
No.
And you're not gonna, I hate to say it to a certain extent, you're not gonna get that in your 401k either. No. Not like that.
Not saying you shouldn't do your 401k. You shouldn't do your stocks. Shouldn't do any of that
other
stuff.
You should do it all.
Absolutely.
You should be doing it all.
You better have life insurance. You better have all those.
It all.
Yeah. But this here is a open door to wealth.
Yes, sir.
It's an open door to wealth, and if you will take a few minutes and do a little research and just it's the holidays, okay? We got a little time. Don't get so busy running around shopping and everything that you don't just take a few minutes and say, hey, what about this cryptocurrency?
Man, you got YouTube. In your car, 20 minutes.
You know, this knowledge could, I mean, when they started the stock market, Marvin, the stock market was only for a select few.
Man, you couldn't even do it.
There was no radio, TV distribution of information, but on the printed page that took days to get to places. And, you know, this is instantaneous information we have available to us on this cryptocurrency. It's like, could it not be any easier for us?
It's an easy interest, man. It's for average Joe.
Average Joe can get in there.
He can get in. He can learn on his own. He can get comfortable at it. He can take his time to learn what Bitcoin is, Ethereum, Bitcoin Cash, Ripple. All that information is available because of the internet. It's easy access.
Easy access to the information.
Doesn't cost you anything but your time.
Yeah, a little bit of time, a little bit
of your time.
And I think
every day.
I think it's intriguing enough, the possible, or actually the inevitable, transfer of wealth that's going to happen. It's like if you would have known that if you would have bought Apple stock, if you'd have known Apple stock was going to be what it is today, or what, you know what I mean, or what, you would have been a crazy person. Look back, just look at, say, how many times have you said that? How many times have I said that?
And regret.
And say, you know what, I had $10. I could have bought that stock. I had to. What in the world was I thinking?
We weren't.
We weren't thinking. We want to shake up your thinking a little bit here and do something for yourself and your family, and take a little time. Encourage you to take a little time and study it.
It's a beautiful,
and it's fun. It
fun.
Really is. You got crypto kitties. What are we talking about?
It's fun. I mean, when you turn around and say, man, I earned 21% yesterday.
Shazam!
I earned 35%.
As Gomer Pyle would have said.
Yeah, he said
Shazam!
You know, you look at this, and man, I mean, there's only one world that's happening right now.
That's in the cryptocurrency world.
It's the cryptocurrency world.
No.
And that's why we said Wall Street cannot overlook the cryptocurrency market anymore, because they're starting to take advantage of those returns. That's the only reason why they come in. They come in because of returns, and it's new.
Your job can only do so much.
He's only going to do what your boss is only going to. He's only going to.
He can only pay you so much. I'm a boss. I wish I could pay all my guys more money, but I can't, because I got a certain amount of money that comes in.
That's right.
And so there's these tight parameters on everything. And then so you get a job, you and then you work and make that money. You try to do as much you can for your family with that money, and so there's not a whole lot left. Well, unless you take the advantage of putting a little bit of money in something that has the possibility of growing. That's why a farmer plants a seed.
He plants
a seed because it's going to multiply.
It's exponential return.
Yeah. He takes his tree, those little seeds off his plant or his flowers or whatever, and he takes those seeds and plants them.
He plants them, man.
And then they multiply and make more seeds.
Then he can do it again.
This cryptocurrency has that ability in it.
Man, it's almost like this. It's almost putting grass seed down today, and tomorrow the grass seed is up. I mean, it's actually, you can see the grass. It's like overnight.
When's the best time to plant a tree?
Sure, I would say it was in the fall.
Well, not in the season. I'm talking about when was the best. If you needed a shade today, when was the best time to plant a seed?
Oh, it was
20 years ago.
Yeah, you can't get it now.
You can't do it now. So right now is the time for you to plant your seed, because 20 years from now, this opportunity is not going to be here.
Man, it's not going to be here. This is
when you need shade, you're not going to have it.
You're not going to have it. And this is an opportunity. I'm looking at the screen now. I'm saying Bitcoin 14.5%, Ethereum 13.8%, Bitcoin Cash 27.5%. Ripple went up 8% today. Litecoin went up 16.75%.
Oh, you're looking at you're looking at the percentages that went up.
Yeah, in 24 hours. IOTA is at 19.94%.
Now, folks,
Dash.
Let's look at that. Let's show the people this here. Some of them may not know what we're talking about. This is the CoinMarketCap, okay? This is the CoinMarketCap. This is a website, CoinMarketCap.com. Look it up. You got all the Bitcoins here.
All the cryptocurrencies.
The cash. You got the Bitcoin. You got... there's another Bitcoin down here. Well, that's BitConnect. That's not it.
It's all green.
But look at that. It's all green.
A sea of green.
Now, the other day, it was all red. It was all red, and people panicked. Now, you can hit this here over there, and it'll show you the 1,000. There's 1,000 coins there.
Man, it's over 1,000.
Yeah,
it tells you right there, 1,377.
Where's that?
Up top there, it says cryptocurrencies. Right to your left, right there.
Yeah, right here, folks. And there's 7,798 markets. There is $586 billion in
worth of cryptocurrency
out there. Yeah, and
Bitcoin dominates it by 43%. So that's what most people. 43% of the market.
The dominance
people are buying 43%.
Bitcoin. That's right. So there you go. I mean, you just go down the row here. There's hundreds Thousands. Of these. And most of them are in, I hope y'all making y'all feel dizzy, but most of them are in now see, they got a 1 hour. When you hit the button over here on this, you can go to the top 100 or you can view all of them, okay? So when you view all of them, you get another view of this. You get the 1 hour, the 24 hour, and the 7 days. So, you know, in the last hour, Bitcoin's come down 0.44%, you know, not even 1%. But in the 24 hours, it's come up. And this is the way cryptocurrency works, you know. So you got some of them that are fluctuating here in the last hour.
Staggering. Some of them doing over 100%.
Yep. But when you look at it on the 100, they give you a reasonable way to look at it, 24 hours, you know. And we also looked at the, you know, those charts earlier I showed you. This is the daily FX that we were looking at earlier. This is that big correction. You see, we had those arrows we showed you earlier that came across here, and then it came this angle here, and then it went parabolic on us. Well, there it corrected. It just corrected. That's all. You know, so
no major loss.
No major deal. And you can take and look at this. This is again the FX, daily FX. You can look at this in a week. You know, before that day was over, if you were looking at it for a week, there wouldn't have been any red on here. It was only green, even though it was correcting. But, you know, you can look at it in a 4-hour chart. Well, in a 4-hour chart, it looks, oh, there's a bubble. See, when it has a round thing like that. Well, you look at the whole thing by the hour, yeah, there was a bubble in there. It was a round hole there. But it's going back up. And I'll guarantee you, it will hit that 20,000 here. Again, it just corrected from this trajectory.
And you know another thing here, it's going to correct once it goes over 20,000. But then, when it surpasses that, it'll never go back.
No.
It'll never go back.
Never go back. And the predictions of the people that have been in this and know it, I think maybe some of them are a little escalated, you know, they say 20 million and stupid stuff like that. But next year it can easily go to 50.
Oh, yeah.
Easy.
So
we've seen it go from 1,000 to 20, and it's sitting at 15 right now. It's 15 times in 8 months.
Yeah, and we're not traders or anything like that. We're just average guys that got turned on to
put some money in it, and our money has doubled. You know, those first schemes we got into, and you got to be careful of this, folks, too, is, you know, there's a lot of people out there, you have these schemes, you put your money in, double your Bitcoin and all that kind of crap. All you have to do is buy Bitcoin or cryptocurrencies, and even if you don't look at it every day, it's going to double in 90 days. It's hard for it not to.
And one of those.
I mean, you might buy a dog and it not hunt. You know, you might find a few of those, but if you do with any kind of
be conservative. Be conservative. That's why I went real small. I said, take $10. Go to CoinBase, set up your account, and buy $10 worth of Bitcoin. Watch it for 30 to 90 days. If you don't like what happens to it, take that Bitcoin
out,
convert it back
to cash and put it in your bank account.
And keep on walking.
Yeah, because you can't lose it. That's one of the big questions everybody says. Oh, well, how do you get your money? It's like,
because you don't know.
Once you get it in Bitcoin, can you get your money out?
You don't have enough knowledge. No. So you panic.
You
panic because you have no knowledge of how Bitcoin works. So you've already counted yourself out. And that's a lot of times, like we joked about it. They said that about the car. They said that about television. They said that about the plane. They said that about the internet. What is the internet? It's the same old thing again. Deja vu. What is Bitcoin? It's a blockchain financial technology. This is what's going on.
It's an immutable ledger. That's what it is. It is. It's not brain surgery.
But go look it up. Go look that up. What's an immutable ledger? What's a decentralized ledger? When you see it, you says, "Oh,
that makes sense."
That makes sense.
Sure. It's like when you tell people about this and you explain it to them at a cocktail party or whatever. Oh, I see. Nobody's ever sat down and broken
But
it down.
your bank statement is a ledger.
It's a ledger.
It's a ledger. It's a ledger. Your bank ledgers your account.
Yeah, and it puts
Tells
it
you
out.
what's coming in and what's going out.
Yep.
That's a ledger.
But the beauty of this ledger, nobody can phony with it.
Oh gosh,
because it's immutable.
it's immutable. The transaction can't be done without
And once
being
it's
verified.
done, it's done. And it's cool.
The world,
Satoshi
it keeps you-
Nakamoto.
it makes you
Satoshi
honest.
Nakamoto.
That's the thing.
Really. Now they say Satoshi wasn't the first guy that came up with this. I was watching something on YouTube, and Satoshi came up with the white paper.
Right.
But the concept and technology had been talked about within the internet
World.
community. Yeah,
Right.
the real brainiacs
Right.
of the computer brainiacs. You know that all have, what is it? Oxford degrees and
Whatever.
You know,
they
MIT degrees.
Yeah,
they're high tech mathematical geniuses. Some of these men and women, and they're fascinated by how numbers work. And they've come up with this concept, and they talked about it for years. And then Satoshi put it into that white paper and said, "This is the answer. Let's make a currency that is
people.
for the people."
That's honest and true.
Yep,
It can't. It's deflationary.
it's
So
deflationary.
you can't manipulate. That's why they tell you right up front. That's what when you understand what Bitcoin, there's only going to be 21
See,
million.
nothing's new under the sun. This
Yeah.
mathematical formula was there. Satoshi just published it.
He just put it
and
out.
a few people began to believe in it and understand it. And they messed around with it when it was 1 penny per.
Oh gosh, man, I wish.
And then 10 cents, and 20 cents. Then it went up 100. Then it went to 3,000. Then, then it dropped back down. And then it came back.
Yeah.
It's done. It's died like, this last week?
Yeah.
It's went half valued before. It's always come back because people love the concept. They love the idea. Now, somebody's phoning with it right now. We could get into that for another show. There's some people on the inside of what they call Bitcoin Core who don't want it to do what Satoshi wanted it to do.
It's called Blockstream.
Blockstream. This is a group called Blockstream, and they want to put fees on it, and they like fees because the exchanges charge fees. And I want to, before we leave, we're going to close it down, but we're getting close to an hour on this video. But
Don't take
I want to give CoinBase a pass here, okay? Everybody bitches about Coinbase. They say, oh, the fees are high, blah, 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 blah. Well, if Coinbase, and they're unappreciated, I think, because, nobody likes paying high fees.
Right.
But the way they operate is they're a bank. They're a FDIC insured bank. When you put your Bitcoin in there, it's insured too by the same rules. Okay? So it is a banking operation that is gone and done the due diligence. The people in the banking industry hate them, so they're like taking the persecution from their own kind.
Right.
But they believe in the Bitcoin and the Ethereum and the Litecoin and now Bitcoin Cash. There's 4 coins you can get there. And they're making it available for me and you to turn our fiat money, dollars, into Bitcoin.
So they're not going to be liked by the banks.
They're not liked by the banks. And they have to do certain things. They have to put deposits on hand. They've got to have money to back it before they do these transactions. There's all kinds of rules they have to abide by to make that operation available, or the federal government will shut them down in the New York minute.
And they want to.
Yeah, and they'd love to. So they have to keep up with regulations. They have to make sure everything's working. And, sometimes they get jammed up. Sometimes they had to suspend yesterday. It was like a bank holiday.
Yeah.
People were freaking out. Oh, my gosh, the sky's falling. But to be able to offer these services, they had to do some things and due diligence to make sure it's there. And I'm thankful that I can go on to I know that sounds like I'm getting paid or something by them, but I'm not. But I have to go on and say that they're doing a great service. If it wasn't for them, we wouldn't be able to put our money into Bitcoin and get it out there and take advantage of stuff. So, do you mind me giving them a little bit of a pass
They're going to
here?
get better. They're going to get better
at
because
it.
all of them are learning because it's all new to them. That kind of demand.
They're pioneers.
Man, yeah, it's I guess it's just like if you had a restaurant, you got it only seated for 100, and all of a sudden you're getting 300 or 400 people
standing outside. They're going to people complain. They're going to complain.
They say, man, yeah.
Hey, why can't I get in the restaurant? I came here half hour early and I still can't get in.
There you go.
Well,
you don't get mad.
You only have it so big. It's only a bit. You've got to. What the heck was that? You got to be able to accommodate the growth, and the growth is exponential right now.
And it hurts sometimes. And growth pains. All of them are going to deal with that. Some of the exchanges are.
You get blocked up, and we out in the guys that are messing with this. You hear of talking on some of these YouTubes, and they're complaining. Well, just quit your whining, okay? This is an emerging industry that is going out of sight, parabolic growth, and nobody knew that it was going to do this. It's just back when Satoshi wrote it. Even the guys that stream that group, what are they called again? Blockstream group. They want to turn it into a place to generate funds. And
hold funds, and then that's how you access them.
Right, and then you get charged a fee. They've got this Lightning network they're all sold into, which doesn't need to be there. Bitcoin Cash isn't bought into it. They've enlarged the blocks, and inside of Satoshi's white pages, there is a provision to open the blocks up for it to be faster.
And that's why sometimes I know this sounds a little controversial, but they're slowing down the Bitcoin transactions. Because like you said, that's why they have them to fork, because they intentionally want to slow down.
Yeah, and because they own it all. The guys early adopters, they're human beings. They're greedy, just like anybody else. And but there's some purists. Say what you will about Roger Ver. He split off and started the Bitcoin Cash. And he wants to keep the original intent, and he enlarged the size of blocks and everything so that it can be faster and it can actually be used, because it's a currency, it's a communication, and it's a hold of value.
Monero,
those are the three
Dash,
things. Those are the three things Bitcoin was produced to do. Is not just a currency, but it was a hold and a communication between people.
Anonymous.
Money is a communication.
There you go. The most primal. We talked about this before.
Most
primal transaction
and primal
is cash
transaction
to cash.
is cash to cash. Yeah, so it is it's not just a currency. It's a communication between people as well as a hold of value. So with them trying to, I'm not sold on the Lightning Network for Bitcoin Core personally, and trying to turn it into a transaction-based scheme where you have to pay fees and stuff. That's not the original intent. But they want to hold on to their Bitcoin Core. They need to expand the blockchain. They need to do larger blocks. But nonetheless, it has been used as a hold, and it's still very valuable. And Bitcoin Cash is going to give it a run for its money.
Because, it kind of goes back to you said, we only got about 1% people participating in.
Yeah, now that it's on blockchain, Bitcoin Cash is on Coinbase. People are going to look at that. Well, it's cost me $15,000 for a Bitcoin, but a Bitcoin Cash only cost me $3,000. I think I want some of that.
And the transaction is going to be faster.
Because they don't know, and the transaction will be faster. They don't know the difference between the two.
They don't.
Because they're coming in new, a novice coming in. They get on a Coinbase account. They'll buy it like that. So this is going to shake up the market a little bit. You got to be aware of that.
You got some other coins too. Monero's
a good coin.
A Dash, Litecoin, and that's
the new one.
Pivx is another one.
Veracoin. What's that?
Verge.
Those
are those altcoins that we talk about.
And we're going to go buy some Verge right now.
Man, I'm telling you. And so those are one of them don't even have a white paper. They have a black paper.
Oh, who is that? We looked at it. It's a black paper.
I think it's Verge. Yeah. And it is a complete private coin.
It's a coin it's completely anonymous. You can use it and people can't know about it.
I mean, if I bear some money in the ground, my intent is my money. My intent is for nobody to know about it but me. What's wrong with that? Now, I'm not talking about being a criminal. Because you're going to be a criminal if you want to be a criminal.
Yeah, you ain't going to stop that. Criminals are going to have to go to jail.
Yeah,
you just catch
them. But I'm just talking about the intent. Is if I have some money privately.
It's honest and earned honestly. want to save it for a rainy day,
and I sit it,
and then you're not doing anything dishonest with it, and you want to put it in a jar in the backyard, it's your right to do it.
Boom. So why is that evil? Why is something bad with that?
We can't have everybody being in their own
I gotta know
bank.
where. Yeah,
we can't have everybody
being in your own bank.
Central bank,
you
like
can't
Obama
put away
said.
money and us not. Yeah, well, Obama said you can't put away money and us not know about it.
Yeah, who are you to do that?
Well, if I'm saving it for my son or my daughter or family or somebody, or I just want to hold it some money somewhere. That's like holding money in my house. I can't hold money in my house.
Of course you can.
Sure I can.
Free country.
Do you have to know where it's at?
No. As a matter of fact, it's best you
don't.
don't.
Don't know. I don't want you to know where all my money is. So that's part of the freedom of being a person, being a human being.
Exactly, human being.
It's
what we talk about in our country as an inalienable.
There you go. Inalienable right is a birthright.
It's a birthright.
I can make that choice.
Your God-given right to be able to have your own money and your own property.
It could be money, it could be clothes.
Your pursuit of
happiness.
Food.
There you go. It could be all those aspects. What I perceive as valuable. I can put one of them kitty things and bury that on the ground. You know what I'm saying? You can bury anything.
It's your dang money.
A coffee cup, I want to bury that because I see value in that coffee cup. I can put it under the ground.
So these coins that are coins that we would call decentralized and anonymous.
There you go.
Who's going to keep that from somebody?
Who should? I pay enough taxes. You pay enough taxes.
I pay my taxes.
You got enough to deal with what you got.
You got to pay your taxes.
Take care of that money.
This is not a way to get away
from paying taxes. You don't need no more.
Taxes.
You don't need any more. Do what's right with what you got.
Well, I'll tell you what. One of those coins, and if you're an honest person, if I buy that coin and I'm going to put it into my coin tracker, and I'm going to see my coin tracker will print, and I'll print one out here in the next few weeks. It'll show the IRS how much I put in cryptocurrency and how much, if I've taken anything out, what I'll be charged on capital gains.
Right.
Okay? That's the way it works. So if that Verge coin goes up and I take it out, I'm going to, as an honest person, I'm going to tell the government about it.
Yeah, think about this stuff.
I'm going to pay my taxes because you know what? That's whether I like them or not, they're going to be there.
But think about this. If you become a multimillionaire from doing cryptocurrency and you no longer have to work, you've changed your income tax bracket. It's all capital gains.
It's all capital gains.
So instead of you paying 25% or 28%, you pay 15%.
Yeah, or whatever it is. I'm not an accountant. I don't know.
Well, I'm just.
I don't know because I don't make my money through.
I mean, because a lot of times people got mad. I remember this when they were talking about he ran for president. It was Mitt Romney.
Yeah,
he's a multimillionaire, and people were getting mad because he only paid 15% in income tax because it was all capital gains.
Ah, okay.
He doesn't because that's how he made his money.
Yeah, he makes his money passively. And money that's made passively has a different tax bracket.
There you go.
If you got a problem with that, go talk to your congressman and change the law. Don't get ticked.
Yeah, don't
He's
get mad.
just
But
doing the law.
If you're making that kind of money, then your accountant will tell you, well, you're in a different tax bracket because of the way you make your money. It's all passive.
Right.
It's not when you work. That's called
earned
income.
It's a dividend income.
Right. It's earned income.
Earned income's
you're going to get
taxed
taxed
differently.
You're going to get taxed differently.
Well, they got a new tax bill. Hopefully, that we're all going to pay less tax. I hope that happens. Hey, we've well gone over our time, folks. Thanks for joining us for the Crypto Crew. We had two of our guys out. It's just a crypto duo right now, and I want you to subscribe to it. Click on there, share it, tell folks about it. We will bring you more next time.
Absolutely.
All right, and we'll talk to you soon.
Bye-bye.
Bye now.